The wind screamed across the ridge like a warning. A shot needed to be made. Not just difficult, not just unlikely. According to the seasoned sniper team, impossible. They had taken their positions high above the valley, eyes glued to the tree line. The target was moving, heavily guarded, protected by layers of rock, steel, and shadow. A direct line of sight didn't exist. At least, not for them. No human can thread that shot. One of them muttered, adjusting his scope. Not unless. She's a ghost. She was already there. No one had seen her arrive. No sound. No dust trail. No movement. Only the faint scent of copper and rain where she'd been. Her name wasn't on the roster. She didn't wear the same uniform. She wasn't introduced. But she stood behind them quietly, small, still, and wrapped in desert cloth like a forgotten shadow. The captain glanced at her once, confused, then stepped aside. They called her Red Wind because she moved like the heat and vanished like smoke. A decade ago, in a sand-swept village overseas, she had made her first confirmed kill. She was 19. It wasn't a shot to take pride in. It wasn't clean, but it had saved a mother and 2 daughters hiding in the rubble. Since then, she had never missed. And yet, no one had ever seen her pull the trigger. Her father had died in that same war, a sniper who never left the high ground. They never found his body. Only his rifle, still clean, still loaded, pointing toward a village that no longer existed. She carried that rifle now, not for vengeance, but for silence. She had worked in war zones no one admitted existed. Her body held scars hidden under linen, wounds too deep for medals. And in a world of noise and orders, she followed only one rule. I fire for those who can't scream. The team tried explaining the angle again. It's blocked from every side. The target's wearing Kevlar, beneath 2 inches of glass. Wind shears insane. They paused. She understands, right? But she had already lain down. Her body melted into the terrain. Breath slowed. Fingers curled around her father's grip. Then, nothing. Minutes passed. No shot. No movement. The enemy convoy kept moving. The window was closing. One sniper stood, frustrated. See? Told you. Not even she. Thump. Not a crack. Not a bang. Just a whisper of dust. And a heartbeat later, the radio went dead. Target down. The drone operator's voice shook. How? There's no entry point. No exit. But he's not moving. They checked their scopes. The guards were frozen. Not in fear. In awe. They were looking at something carved into the stone behind the fallen man. A single bullet. No hole. Just a mark. Deep, deliberate, perfect. The captain's breath caught. Did she ricochet it? No answer. She was gone. Not a trace. Just a piece of cloth left behind, pinned to a rock by a spent casing. On it, the words written in faded ink. Some wars don't need armies. Just one soul who refuses to miss. The base went quiet for a week. No one knew what to report. No medal could cover what they'd seen. And no words could explain a shot. No one saw. But the world kept turning. And somewhere, another impossible hit would be needed. Somewhere, someone would say, it can't be done. And someone else would whisper, unless she's watching. True strength doesn't speak. It waits. And when it moves, it changes everything. You don't have to be seen to be felt. You don't have to be loud to be legendary. If this story moved you, tell us where you're watching from. Tell us who your silent hero is. And if you believe quiet strength deserves louder respect, subscribe. Because more stories like this one are waiting to be told.